This is my own private room here in North Carolina on the mission trip. It's really great. Window there, bed. And it's a small room. I have clothes hanging there to dry. But it's the door. And it's a small room, but it's a private room all to myself, which I definitely was not expecting on this mission trip. We're in a cabin in Durham, North Carolina. The girls got the common room because there's more of them, and the boys got the individual rooms off to the side. So that's really nice. I may be back with more footage. It's the early morning of Wednesday. We'll be going off to work again early in the morning. So I just wanted to get you some footage. Yeah, it's great. We're having a fun week. I'll tell you more about it later. God bless you. Bye for now from North Carolina.
Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest.
What? No, you can put that guy.
No, I'm gonna like.
You can light it with
Alright, yeah, we'll share. I'll light the Olympic torch and everything will go real cool, real smooth. Everybody wins.
Okay, fine. I'll light this.
Nah, dude, no, pick up your
No,
little torch,
it's fine.
man.
I'm gonna go with pizza slices instead.
Deb's you already ran a mile, right?
I did.
Impressive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Put it under, I mean,
It only
over.
takes about 8 to 10 minutes.
Nice. Why did it burn?
Smells delicious.
Where,
But it didn't reach the
where
gate
you do
today because I
Olympic,
thought I heard an animal,
Oh, that's nice.
so it scared me in the dark.
Here, we want this. We want this. Considering that's like.
I was funny.
Ow. There we go.
It smells like fire. Not firecrackers, but like.
Yeah, it does.
Smells like fire.
Oh shit, that's hot.
It looks like fire too.
Yeah, get rid of that paper,
Do we have
Chris.
wood?
Huh?
Sneaking up on you.
Yeah, where's the wood?
Right there.
This is the wood.
Did we get the wood from the porch?
Yeah, we brought it back. Oh, I just breathed in some sort of I'm not worried about my health, just about like breathing. Get out of there. I feel like I saw all the sparklers.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I know. It like gets into
Ooh.
your nose and just. You can like spread it over on this side too.
Don't want to give me that.
Let it burn.
No, wait until we.
Okay,
That's not a good idea. Yeah,
Gotta go underneath.
Oh, whoa.
Give me one.
See, George, that's what happened. Yep.
Alright. Let's
Alright,
not.
back up a little, guys. Yeah, that's
No,
not.
that's not. No.
Back up a little bit.
That would hurt. If
Okay, you guys, I don't think we need
Hold
more
on.
paper
Hold
towels.
on, hold on, stop.
I am so tired right now. Not only did I come back from an awesome mission trip, but I guess I'm on an emotional roller coaster here because I came back from I was coming back from my mission trip, and then I spent 24 unexpected hours in Connecticut because my grandmother is in hospice, so I had to see her for a little while before coming back to Siena, so I didn't record or get any video together or do any schoolwork or things like that before Monday, which is basically today. It's about 1 a.m. on Tuesday, March 1st when I'm recording this. So I'm very tired. I want to sleep. I don't want to oversleep for class tomorrow. But a lot of things have been going on lately, including keeping tabs on my grandmother, which I found out she was going to hospice during the trip, and I also kind of lost a very, well, not lost, but not able to see a very close friend because for reasons. So all of that's given me some emotional stress, but this video is to talk about the mission trip to Durham, North Carolina that I went on last week from Saturday to Saturday. So to get me in the good mood of talking about that, I will start there. So, how is life, everyone? Welcome to my channel. It's Brian Ebank here, and today I am bringing you the highlights of my week. So, we drove to Triangle, Virginia, which is a town you probably never heard of, but we stayed in a huge church in Triangle, Virginia, a Franciscan based church. It's basically a magnet church that we stayed at, and all Habitat for Humanity trips always stay there every year. And they have 5 masses on Sundays, and they're very popular, everyone. We actually went to the 7:30 Mass on Sunday before we drove the rest of the way down to North Carolina. Yeah. So, but going to a Catholic Mass, have you ever gone to a Catholic Mass, and you're not Catholic, they have a lot of, sayings that Catholics have memorized, and readings and things like that that you don't always fit in if you don't have a bulletin to be, or know where to find the readings in the hymnal, because they're usually in the hymnal, but you don't always know where to find them, so it gets a little awkward doing that. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was just, it wasn't low, but it was my lowest point of the day. So that tells you how great of a day it was, and how great of a week it was. I will go as far to say that this was my, first of all, best week of 2016, and also my best mission trip that I've attended so far. I'm sorry if I sound a little depressed right now. I'm just thinking of the other things that are going on in my life, but which I mentioned earlier. So we played a little basketball when we reached Camp Royale in the afternoon on Sunday. Camp Royale was an awesome camp. It's an autism awareness camp in the summer. That's what it functions as in the summer, but during the winter people can rent out the cabins and such, and they have beautiful cabins. So the girls stayed in the common area because there were more girls on the trip than boys. So the girls stayed in a common area where they had bunks around the perimeter of the room, and they had another hallway where they had 6 or 7 individual rooms, which the boys took because there were less of us. So I got my own individual room. You saw a little bit of the highlights to begin my video. So that was awesome. I got to not keep up on YouTube, but go on Facebook and YouTube for a little while and watch some of the videos that not commenting on it because I couldn't sign into my account, but finding them and kind of keeping up to date on a few of them. So yeah, I've been doing that. I'm going to have to catch up on the rest of my YouTube, but I was also able to go on Facebook and things like that. I had Wi-Fi at the camp. Better Wi-Fi than I get at college. It was awesome. They had free Wi-Fi for us to use, so when I was going to sleep and wanted to check the internet quickly, that was useful. And they also had a nice dining hall area. They had the gym, which I kind of mentioned. We played some basketball, and I surprised myself by shooting a couple of 3-pointers, so that was good. Probably the first organized basketball game I've played with a couple friends. And going into the week, I knew about 3 or 4 of the 14 total people that went. And we really did form a bond together, and that's part of the reason why this was such an awesome mission trip. So I'll talk about what we did during the week. It was very rainy. We were expecting rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so we didn't actually get to the house to do real work until Thursday and Friday. And when I get to that, I'll put up some pictures that I took of some of the work in progress and some of the finished product. But Monday, we actually worked in the Habitat Restore, and it was great to see another side of things, because I wasn't aware of how Habitat for Humanity got the materials to build the houses, and how they paid the people who were paid. Not everyone's paid when they volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, but they do have some people who are paid to work for Habitat for Humanity. Otherwise, people can't volunteer for their whole lives. It's not a lot of money, but it's something. And combined with the passion that people have working for Habitat for Humanity. So where does it come from? Well, people donate materials like furniture and smaller household items to the Habitat Restores, and those items are then sold at some cost to the general public in the Habitat Restore. So, and then that profit that is made is used to help buy the materials and pay the salaries of people who have salaries. Habitat for Humanity is a not-for-profit organization, but so all of the money goes to building houses or salaries, things directly to that. Habitat for Humanity itself makes no money. So it was great doing that and finding out that side of things. So yeah, we got to sort through some new arrivals and put it out in the store, and work in the store for most of the day on Monday while it was raining. Then we did a little bit of a tour of Durham that afternoon, but it started raining, so we didn't get very far. Tuesday, it was raining again, so we started off in the Habitat for Humanity warehouse, and it was also great seeing the warehouse where a lot of the materials and for the Durham area building is stored. And we worked in the warehouse starting to build a shed that was going to be moved to the site later. So we started working on a shed, then we were organizing the tool rack and making a whole new rack for organization purposes. So we were doing a couple things with the volunteering in the shed for the volunteering in the warehouse for the day. And it was raining, so we didn't do much else that I recall. Wednesday, we actually went to the site to begin with for about half an hour to get all the instructions and things, and start a little bit, but then we got a lovely tornado warning. And schools closed in Durham, and we were forced to go back to the warehouse for general protection and safety purposes. So we finished building that shed. We saw it put together, and it was great. I'm sorry I don't have a picture of that. But yeah. And that's basically all we did on Wednesday. We were in the warehouse finishing building that shed. However, we couldn't leave the warehouse when we finished building the shed, even though the shift was over. So we went outside to do some tornado watching. Yay! Tornado watching. We're not storm chasers. We could have ran back in the warehouse if we saw one, but a lot of us really wanted to see one because we thought it'd be cool as long as it wasn't one that really caused a lot of damage. But we actually did have a tornado warning, and I'm gonna look on my phone to see if I could actually show you the type of warning that I got. I was surprised. It seemed really serious because I got this alert on my phone. It says tornado. Here we go. tornado warning in this area until 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take shelter now. Check local media, National Weather Service. So it was really serious. There was a tornado that touched down, but not really near us. But going back, there was actually a tree that fell over on the highway, so it was really windy in places. It was really weird because you're at the warehouse and there was blue sky on one side of us and extremely dark clouds on the other side. And there was one time where we actually did see like a little funnily type clouds, like clouds moving in a small little circle. So we thought that might develop into one, but it didn't. But you know, it was really exciting. And all these little things that happened with the group, even driving down where the car behind us was a couple miles behind my car. There were 2 cars that went, and they went north on I-95 from 287 on the Jersey Turnpike instead of south going to Virginia. Virginia's south of New Jersey. You should go south, but they accidentally went north. And we were going to stop on the first rest area for lunch, and then we knew they were behind us, but we hadn't reached the rest area yet, and then they contacted us and told us they had reached the rest area. Where were we? And then we found out that they had gone north. Yeah, it's hard to repeat a lot of the inside jokes on camera here now because you kind of had to be there to kind of understand it. But yeah, I'm just giving you a general gist of how my week went. I'm going to show you some pictures of the house that we were working on Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, the group actually split up, but I was working on the same house with 6 others. But on both days, on Thursday and Friday, and we were actually working on the house from a concrete surface. Basically, you have the 3-foot high wall of concrete, and then you have the wood walls that go up the rest of the house. Well, we were building the original floor on that structure of concrete, so we were really at the beginning stages of building a house that I've never been on before. I've usually been working on mission trips in houses that have an inside already, but this was a really great experience to see how this part of a house went together and work on a different stage of house building, the general floor structure. And I got 2 new states. I got North Carolina and Delaware, so I visited a total of 19 states now. Delaware was an inside joke as well. Visiting Delaware, because I've always driven through at 95 and never stopped, and I don't count that unless I set my foot in Delaware or set my foot in the States. So yeah, I think that's probably long enough for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If I think of anything else, I can add it on at the end, but for now, I'll be on another Habitat trip next year. I miss everyone that was included on the trip. I hope to be great friends with everyone in the future, and I really do miss them. I was sad to leave them on Saturday. But we make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give. That is a saying on the back of my Habitat for Humanity t-shirt. It is attributed to Winston Churchill. So, service really rewards the spirit, and it's great to see what you've accomplished at the end and see that you really have made an impact and also had fun bonding with the group as well. And that's what a Habitat trip, that's what a mission trip is all about. Getting out there in the real world, bonding with people, not just your people traveling with you, but the people in the community as well, seeing a new place, and feeling accomplished. And that's one of the best things you can do during the spring break trip, or for a week in your summer vacation, something like that, is service. So, I won't get preachy here this time. We were just telling you a little bit about my trip. Unless I have something else to add on later. even if I do, still, God bless you.